Hi, welcome to Parrot and Wolf. Today we're going to look at important phrasal verbs in English using the verb go. Phrasal verbs are different to normal verbs because they include an extra word that changes the meaning of the normal verb, and this extra word is usually called a preposition. Phrasal verbs are used a lot by native speakers. They often have very different meanings to the normal verb, and sometimes they can have 2 or 3 meanings. Don't worry though, they're simple to use and understand. So the phrasal verbs for today are go over, go through, go on, go off, go ahead, go down, and go out. Let's look at go over first. I go over my notes first before any big meeting. This is a simple sentence that means to review or check. It's used to describe a brief review, not a detailed one. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, we went over all the baby name suggestions last night, and let's go over what we did last lesson before we move on. Be careful with go in the past tense, remember, it changes to went. So there's one meaning for go over, review. Let's look at go through. We'll go through the fine details of the report tomorrow. This is a simple sentence in future tense that means review in detail. It's different to go over because go through describes reviewing carefully and in detail. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, my boss goes through all our expenditure receipts and we went through the game plan with the players. Go through has a second meaning. They are going through a difficult divorce. This is a simple sentence that means to have a difficult experience, and it often describes a struggle. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, you have to go through the pain to build muscle, and she went through a tough time when she lost her job. So, 2 meanings for go through. Review in detail and have a difficult experience. Now, let's look at go on. Don't stop now, let's go on to the next meeting point. This is a simple sentence in past tense that means to continue. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, I stayed at the restaurant while Dan went on to the pub, and he just keeps talking. He goes on and on and on. Go on has a second meaning. What's going on? This is a simple question that means to happen, and it's often used in this question form to ask how someone is. So, what's going on? You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, I don't know what went on after the club closed, and nothing is going on tonight. Okay, 2 meanings for go on. Continue and happen. Now what about go off? The alarm went off when the window was smashed. This is a simple sentence in past tense that means to start, and it's used for devices and describes sounds or explosive actions like a gun. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, we lit the fireworks but they didn't go off, and my phone went off and I was asked to leave the room. Go off has a second meaning. The milk has gone off. This is a simple sentence that means to be inedible or to start to decompose. It's only used for food. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, when does the chicken go off? And all the vegetables went off, so we threw them away. Okay, so 2 meanings for go off, to start and to decompose. Now let's look at go down. All the computers went down, so we couldn't work. This is a simple sentence in past tense that means to stop working. It's used for electronic devices such as computers and lights. However, the meaning is unexpected and is not in your direct control. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, suddenly the lights went down and the show started, and the game servers have gone down, no one's online. Go down has a second meaning. So many things went down last night. This is a simple sentence in past tense again that means to happen. It's very colloquial and used informally to usually describe serious or bad events. The subject is often an event. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, what went down the other day? And something's going down, I can feel it. So, 2 meanings for go down, to stop working and to happen. Now let's look at go out. They went out for a meal to celebrate her birthday. This is a simple sentence in past tense that means to leave the house to enjoy yourself. In the UK, it often means to go for a drink with friends, but can also mean go to a restaurant or other event. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples are, I'm not going out tonight, I have to work. And every office worker goes out on the weekend. Go out has a second meaning. Emma and Bill are going out. This is a simple sentence that means to be in a relationship. It's used to describe two people who are in a romantic relationship with each other or are dating. You can't split the verb with this meaning. Other examples again are, she was going out with her boyfriend for 3 years and they went out once and then started going out. Now be careful with the last sentence because it has both phrasal verb meanings in the same sentence. So, 2 meanings for go out. Enjoy yourself and to be in a relationship. Now remember, you can split some phrasal verbs, but others you can't split. When we split phrasal verbs, we can replace the object with a pronoun. However, the pronoun can only go in the middle of the verb, never at the end. I turn the light off, I turn it off. I turn off the light, I turn off it. The last sentence is incorrect. This is the same for all phrasal verbs you can split. The object can go in the middle of the verb or after the verb. The pronoun can't go after the verb, only in the middle. So to summarize, phrasal verbs have a normal verb and a preposition. Phrasal verbs have different meanings to the normal verb. Phrasal verbs can have more than one meaning, and you can split some phrasal verbs. To find out more about learning English for Cambridge and IELTS exams, business and work, or general conversation, visit ParrotandWolf.com.